and it's story time. Shortly after I moved to Florida, we had a hurricane, and I was looking forward to this hurricane because I've never experienced a hurricane. I mean, we had one when I was living in Jamaica, but I was young, and my dad boarded the doors and boarded the window, took the necessary precaution. So the hurricane passed, but I never really experienced the hurricane. So I'm living in Florida, I'm being told there's a huge hurricane coming. I forgot the name, probably Wilma. And it's definitely on its way. So I'm very excited. I boarded up the windows, but I'm going to experience this hurricane. So in the midst of the storm, when the storm came, I'm noticing, because on the property that I live, I had several palm trees. And I'm watching the wind. I think it was like 140, 145 miles an hour wind, and it's just blowing the trees to the side, and they're just swaying. At one point, the wind was blowing so hard that the trees, the top of the trees, swayed all the way down and was literally touching the ground. And then when the wind came from the other direction, it would just sway back and forth. And I'm like, wow, they're going to snap. Now, when the hurricane passed and I finally came outside, I noticed all the palm trees and the coconut trees on my property, they weren't damaged. Yeah, a few of the coconuts fell off, but the trees were still there. They were able to bear fruit in another season. They were fine. As I started walking down the block to survey the other properties, I noticed we had some huge, well, not me, but my neighbors, they had these huge, I don't know if they were cotton or oak trees, but the trunk of the trees were like this big, huge, and they were all, pow, snapped in half. The light posts, the telephone wires, pow, 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 all snapped. And I'm like, wow, there's obviously a lesson here. Because when I took a look at the palm trees are skinny, scrawny little trees, but they're flexible. They just rocked and moved and swayed with the wind. But the oak and the cotton trees, I believe they were cotton, I don't know. With these huge trunks, they were just pow, snapped in two. And I found the same thing in life. Because I found the people who are flexible in their belief system, flexible in their approach, they're able to go through life much more smoothly. When the storms of life come and it hits, they just rock and sway with it, and okay, yeah, okay, I'm dealing with a little thing right now. Okay, I see, okay, the mortgage is late. Whoa, the mortgage is late. And they're just rocking back and forth. But the people who are rigid in their ideas and they believe this is the only way things can be done and this is the way that's been done all the time, they snap completely. And even more importantly, when you're rigid in your ideas, when you're very rigid in the way things ought to be, in the way things have always been, you block so many of your blessings. Let me give you an example. Let's assume that you're trying to manifest $50,000. But all you know how to do is work all year because you're making $50,000 per year. But you need to manifest this $50,000 in a month. If you're very rigid in your ideas, your mind is going to tell you that the only way to manifest $50,000 is to work for a year. Or maybe you could play the lotto. But it won't give you all the channels. But if you open your mind, you become really flexible. You say, well, listen, life, I need to manifest this $50,000 and I'm open to every channel, I'm open to all aspects, and it comes however it comes. You will find new and improved ways, new ideas how to manifest. New thoughts will begin to come into your mind because you're flexible. But if you're rigid in your belief system and you believe this is the way it is and this is the way it has been, and you're not willing to examine your belief system, chances are it's only a matter of time before you're going to snap. Because that rigid idea and that rigid way of thinking doesn't work. It doesn't serve you. In all things that you do, you want to be flexible. You want to be able to just go with the flow and, oh, you know, it's not that bad. It's just a wind and I can rock with this. I'm good. I can work with it. Most people know. They plant their feet and I'm going to fight this. And you can't fight against nature. You can't fight against the flow that's going. You just got to work with it. And if you work with it and open your mind and be willing to look at other ideas, other scenarios, other possibilities, your life begin to flow. As Jerry and Esther Hicks and Abraham, or the law of attraction, they would say, you're going with the flow of the river. So I want you to start paying attention to your life and seeing where you're stuck in your beliefs, where you're stuck in your ideas, where you're stuck in your ideology, and how can you become more flexible? How can you go with the flow more? How can you allow more? And as you do that, your life will begin to unfold and it will really begin to work for you. It will be a joy to be here. It won't be the stress and the strain and the struggle that you've always felt. Just learn to relax, learn to believe that all things are possible, and learn to go with it. And we'll talk more. I think I want to continue on this subject tomorrow, so we'll talk more tomorrow.